Alright, we're back. I might have to make a few adjustments. I'm noticing that my CPU is kind of going insane right now. So I had the fans turned up, so if you hear more ambient noise, that's what that is. Um, Let me see if I can adjust the game window. So, click this. If I reduce the size a little bit, let me know how messed up it gets. Let's see. Should still fit mostly everything. I know there's like a lot of black bars on the sides. I think that's just the streaming program. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. Let me know. Okay. Let's get back into it. So, where do we leave off? We, going to the docks. Alright, we're gonna delay some people. Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. God, Zubin, you look ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Wagner there, must be Hakon. Must there? Look at that guy's look. He's got a sweet axe. That guy's back's bigger though. Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Your under demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Aberrang, in fact. I'm glad for it. He looks so silly. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still flaring, golden wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men, or someone on his behalf. King of men, but they're Varl. The king's whelp. The king's son, Luden. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. Oh, yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Yeah. Then you're going to Grofheim? Oh my god, I totally have lost all track of who has what voice. I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strahd and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. Yeah. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. Yeah, the guy with the black hair, Hakon. He's got a funny voice. He's got a small axe, what can I say? What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Moger? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. The governor? A host of giants departs in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. Oh, Scrivener, is that like guy who writes? He scribes. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Luden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. Oh. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think? Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince he spoke so highly of. Gay-looking prince, or secretly a feminine Varl. See, this guy is kind of an... Let's talk to this guy. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees as many. Hakon waves you over. Strand where I'm at? Went straight for a flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Oh, that's me talking. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Oh, so he writes and he collects taxes. He sounds pretty useless in this, like, war-torn society. Our world. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. Those damn humans. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a yak's fart. I might be desperate to make something of myself, too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Ho ho. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. So he's a badass, or so he thinks. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing. What? Overbearing? Does that mean you're drunk? And step back into the cool air outside. Oh, I guess I can talk to both of them. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Luden. Man, there's so many names I lost track of who Luden is. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. A woman in red. Yes, you're with Wagner? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Wait, he's a prince, whatever. Why? I work for the king, carrying ties at the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? The game's on Steam. It's on Steam and I think GOG.com. What do you want? Oh wait, what? Who the hell's talking now? He asked me, what do I want? I know. They call him a prince, but they keep calling him a girl. Just to introduce myself. I hope to learn more about you. I have a habit of recording history. Alright, let's record some history. A Varl historian? Aha! Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it throughout the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Luden takes a deep sigh. Ah. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Aberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of that conversation. Alright, what's left? Great Hall. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Oh yeah, because the sun's always up. Damn hard to tell. Oh, damn hard to tell in a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. And all there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. That is quite the analogy. I am not gonna... Wow. Oh, I got money. Or renown. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner's already here. A while later, Luden and his men appear. Groggy and disheveled, so they're not women as well. Moger steps... Oh, I only have one option this time. Moger steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. Option 5. We're ready. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Epic music. Oh my god, look at those mountains. Alright, I'm leaving Strand. Oh, and time is passing. Man. Yeah, slow. 2 minutes. I don't know, man. Like, why did they have option 1? Option 1. Yeah, so the caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Moger, cracking open mead in the casks. Oh, he loves to drink already. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strahd. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. What's the toast? You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between Man and Varl. The others join in. Ludin's expression is like a stone wall. What? Okay. But the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually you sit down beside Wagner. You sit down. Can I do all of the above? Go easy in the drink. Chat. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. Oh, here you go. Hammer. Oh, here. Okay. That's where we weren't gonna have a conversation. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Moger. I think the damn governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up this mess. For your benefit, turns out. I'd have given the job to you, too. There's no joy in politics. That sounds right. Speaking of, what happens after this business with Ludin? Hopefully the boy goes back to Arbor on his own. And I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Haha, don't you miss the fight, Ubin? Dude, he likes writing and watching fights. You down your meat instead of replying. Ooh, no comment. Wagner slouches and shakes his head. Don't worry, man. Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool, that's cool. Glad you could join, though. The archives will be up on Twitch and YouTube. There's no great joy in killing Dredge. But this, pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be, warriors would follow you for what you've done. Isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These things are always getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily. Groggily. It's a funny word. Campsite, a casualty of merriment. Moger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you nudge. Oh, I say that. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Wagner. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn. Oh, is that what that? And receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ha. We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. It's like, are we there yet? Map. Click and drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also click on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, click the X at the bottom of the screen. But I'm not done. Oh, okay. So that's where we are. Wandering Road. Schlid. Ridgehorn. Shiver Rock. To the north of Ridgehorn, two long mountains rise out of the vast, like icy spines. To their alarm, Varl stationed in Ridgehorn would frequently see Dredge appearing on the rocks, somehow emerging from below. Fortunately, Dredge cannot swim. And while they are a reminder to remain vigilant, they pose no meaningful threat. Danglers Bay. High above Strand sits a stone for Dangler, the god of good fortune, who many believe still watches his bay as longships laden with silver and furs sail to and from the thriving trade city. Or did I just leave? Oh, what? Okay. As close as anything comes to a bastion of racial tolerance, Both men and all compete to scratch out a living in this, the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe that God Dangler still watches over it, granting a good fortune. But he's up here. Alright. Wow, this is... Arborang. Oh, sick. I like that. What is Arborang? From humble beginnings to the eventual seat of power for the king, Arborang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human lands. As each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls which sprawl outward from the cliffs, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Ooh. These are routes, right? Yeah, those are routes, okay. Any other places we heard about? Plains of Slaughter. Dalaland. Miaquada. Jesus. Swartbark. Okay, I'm not going there, that's for sure. Brackish Sea. That's pretty sick. This artwork, man. Looks so good. Vettersea. Dundree's Beard. Straight of Arrows. Alright. Cool. So many words I'll never remember. Let's do this. We head north, then east, past... Oh, we head north, then east past the forts. Grafheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night. I don't know what his voice should be like. Why not take the ships to Skermerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skermerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge, Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luden exhales through the nose, a poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hakon. What does that mean? Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half-day to Vetterfell if we're lucky. Alright, let me take a quick break. Alright, we're going to take a quick break. And then we'll be back with part 3 in a few minutes.